Hello everyone, and welcome back to some Monster Hunter Wild Hunts. Pay no attention that Uth Duna came from the PlayStation Zero era for a moment, because sometimes I know that I don't have a solid state drive for for the graphics on this game because I have an older computer, but it still runs fine to run through and have some more jolly co-op. This is a tempered Uth Duna, so this is a very angry, battle-hardened sea monster. Um, it was kind of reminiscent of the Namiel from Worlds for me. However, this guy's a lot bigger and just generally uses his body to try and block and throw weight around, where the Namiel relies more on elemental attacks, if I'm remembering correctly. Um, but myself and my katana friend here are doing our best to take this thing down. Now, I'm trying to like, develop a, tank agro management build with this one, or at least a tank, like a part breaker tank with the armor set, but I'm still working out the fine details on how I can end up getting the weapons and stuff figured out for it. However, I am able to open up a lot of wounds, which is really nice because the longsword, whenever they hit a wound with a focus strike, increases the power level of their sword and can allow them to, and once they hit max level, basically unlock a new, very damaging move set, and it's very fun and very powerful to try and get that up to that. And here, with a combination of traps and smacking wounds, we're trying to hold this thing here as much as possible, because we would rather it not try and run away, because it has a very long way to go up to waterfalls, and despite the sacreds being great movement and really nice, so that way because some of the jungle areas, it is a little bit easy to get lost in, or hard to know what the most efficient path somewhere is. So it's nice to just be able to have that carry you forward. And now we're here on top of the dam, going through and finishing off this guy. Because also with now that we're at the top of the dam in water, it can create waves to slow us down. And thankfully, with the greatsword, it's one of the few weapons that has, there's a decent number of weapons that have guards, but I think it's fewer than those without guarding options. And it is really nice to not have to worry about dodging all the time, because some of those attacks, it's just like, this guy's just a singular giant hitbox flying around in the air. And but with one final trap, we get them stuck, and instead of capturing them, just take them down and enjoy the the Scarlet Forest is beautiful. I really love all the scenery and wilds. And it was just really nice, besides just some very nice teamwork, is that we are, um, it's not the equivalent of praising the sun, but we're just kind of popping off shooting fireworks, and which is like a new emote from the spring festival event. And honestly, I love it. We just to be able to just shoot fireworks into the air and to celebrate defeating a monster. It is a ton of fun. And now this, for the second hunt, is, I wish I could tell you the strategy of what those other three are doing, but this is a tempered Arkveld. Arkveld being the main flagship monster, and honestly one of the two biggest, toughest monsters in currently, as of recording this, that I think in the game. Um, just from mobility wise, Arkveld to me is a little bit more intimidating than Zoshia, though Zoshia has a lot of big giant AoE attacks. And this four-man squad, because you can see the little timer next to the objective, like, this has just started, and things are going incredibly well. Basically, I don't, with this weapon conglomeration, I'm not sure who should be taking wounds or not in order for anything. So right now I am just grabbing anything I can to slow down and stun this thing, because with gun lance and whatever bow gun that is, we have a lot of really strong ranged damage options. So if this thing is slowed down, I am doing my job, because I'm not the main source of DPS, but I can absolutely do everything in my power to slow this thing down and keep it off of my teammates. It is just so fun whenever these fights go well, and just seeing all of the teamwork, and also just in, like, I know some monsters go to, like, specific areas or nests, but just being able to be like, well, I guess we're fighting here now, is within all these environments, is really cool. And I've been having fun trying to figure out what a really good and decoration combination set is for damage, defense, and just generally getting the job done. But I have figured out my layered armor fashion, and I'll probably go over that a little bit more in a more dedicated build video soon. So I hope you've been enjoying the hunts as well as the recent Elden Ring videos. I hope you all had a happy Easter, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Have a great day. See ya!